I don't know why I'm here. Welcome or welcome back. I'm jumping right into an hour-long race, the 787B, the Raging Rotary at Red Bull Ring. I don't know how to drive this car, and I'm going to be driving it for an hour. Hello, everybody. This is going to be bad. This may be a commentary stream pretty quickly, but I'm going to jump right in here. 29 drivers registered, so we're going to have two splits. Somebody is going to make this their very first race on SRS. That's crazy. I'm crazy. We're here. We're going to race against the best of ProSimRacing and elsewhere. Austin Agnoski topping the leaderboard coming in. Fernando da Silva, James Leader, Don Debian, all the greats from ProSimRacing. And me. I'm going to be pathetic. I'm going to be last, and I don't care. I'm going to give this a shot. And like I say, I'm going to run a few laps. It's an hour-long race. I'm going to give it 5 laps. If I'm doing okay, I'll keep going. If I'm not, I'll do commentary. Because who doesn't love live commentary? This is a fixed setup race. So no decisions to make. Oh, we can choose tire compound, but softs would be nuts. Hour-long race. We're going to need...
Your skin has been uploaded.
Let's see. What laps? Minute 20 probably for the people who are actually doing decent times. So that would be... Let's do 80 liters. No, I'm using 2 liters a lap. 2 liters a lap. Let me get the calculator. 60 minutes divided by 1.5. That's 90. Wait, 60 divided by 1.5. That's 40. Times 2 is 80. We're going to need 90 liters. Let's say 90 liters. I don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing. All of this is seat of the pants. No real idea. Wow, nothing is adjustable. Even the diff, which is what I really want to adjust. I really want to adjust the diff. Let's set up a fuel or a pit stop with 1 liter of fuel. Oh, we're also on like... Is this like crazy fuel consumption or some stupid thing? No. Okay, good. Good. So we can just do the 1 liter of fuel if we need a pit stop. I don't know what I'm doing. I do not know what I'm doing. SRS 60 min fixed. I don't know. I really don't know. Let's get out there and practice.
Skins are ready. Press the restart button.
Or we'll reload skins. Cool. Mine is still a work in progress, as you can see. I didn't quite get it done. I want to model it after my... ooh, there's the Lamborghini. That looks nice. What's up, James? Good luck tonight. You won't need any luck to beat me because I stink. I stink. Out loud in this car. But whatever. This is very much a just for fun. And if I suck, then I'll do commentary for you guys.
Your skin is okay.
So, because that's just the kind of guy I am. Using the H pattern for no good reason, other than it's the historically accurate configuration.
Skins checked, nothing new, carry on.
5-speed manual stick. Turbo that will launch you into space if you're turning while it engages. This looks pretty with just shaders patch, but with Sol in the mix, man, is it beautiful. In practice, I was distracted by the scenery half the time. I don't know how to heel and toe. I'm terrible. I'm terrible. Look at this. $95, really? Because I'm only using 2 liters a lap. How many laps are we going to do? Am I really that far off the pace? I'm like, oh, a minute 30 should be fine. Oh, come on now. No, not the curb. Ooh, saved it. I do not have Jim and Claire with me. I need to fix that too. Second. What? Oh no! And that's what happens when I drive the 787. No, get out of the way. 42 laps? Yeah, that's what I figured. I just have 90. So let's take a tour, shall we? Let's see. There's my completely unfinished livery. At least I have the pit board up. It's taking shape. I'm gonna model it after the Daytona prototype. At least I got guard duck on there. That's the important part, right? And I made up some nice 24-hour vintage revival badges, even though that event doesn't really exist. It should, right? Any other custom well, here's one. SRS TV. Didn't load one. Oh, look at that. Hello. I love Will Dawson's asymmetric liveries. Oops, see, we're getting ready. Who's this? I don't know, but we're getting ready to qualify here. Let's throw 30 liters in the car, I guess. Let's get in the car. And let's try not to murder a 787. I really should get out on track last. Whoa, jeez! This thing is wicked. I think you're right. There's no turbo indicator. This thing is just... It's so weird the way the power just slams on at the very top of the rev range. I think far too many people are going to be using qualifying as practice. I'm going to let Will go. I do not want to impede him, which I will certainly do if I remain in front. See if this guy is as courteous. Probably not. No! Track's over there. Well, here I go to set my time. That's the best I've ever taken T1. Believe it. Nope. And I'm out. And I'm off the track. Yeah, this is not going to be good for me. This is not going to be a good race for me. But whatever, I'm here. I'll do commentary if I suck. But I'm gonna suck. I want to get ahead of everybody who's just completely hopeless, and then just park it. There's no way I'm gonna survive an hour. $127, oh no. No! Dang it, come on. 125 for Agnosti. Still don't have Jim and Claire. Well, there goes my transmission. I should have just cheated and used paddles. No! Dang it! Come on! I really need to put a lap time in here, please. My lights were off, that was my problem. At least I know the track okay, so I'm not learning both at the same time. Oh, come on, give me one lap. Even if it sucks. Dang it! Just stay. I couldn't stay off the wall. You just breathe on the throttle and it just crashes. I don't know if it's worth even taking the track, but we'll see. Okay, I've put in my best time, I think. I'm gonna go back to race setup and just practice with it. 42 laps. Let's go 44 laps. Save it. And just practice with race fuel. I know what my problem is. I don't have the proper socks on for this. Three seconds slower than the next most pathetic person. Damn it! Yeah, it's gonna be that way. But, alright, let's get the good luck charms on here. Out with the stinky workday socks. No, those won't do. Check this out. Actual renown Mazda socks from Heel Tread. And somebody poked a hole in them, because of course they did. That's my life. I've worn these 3 times, and someone has poked a hole in them. Awesome. That's my life. Well, anyway. Okay. Yes, stylish socks from Heel Tread. You can get them in all sorts of real race car vintage liveries. This is the, of course, the renowned Charge 787B. Yes, I'm flexible. How about that? Anyway. Yep. Looks like somebody just poked a hole right through this one. Awesome. Good times. Yep. I don't get to have nice things. I'm in a house where I'm buried in other people's stuff that doesn't get picked up and gets piled up in every flat surface. To the point where I didn't even have any place to put my dinner down on the dinner table tonight. My bag is tucked between boxes of crap from my parents' house. And, I don't know. I don't know. I'm finding it very easy to feel like crap about everything right now. Depression sucks. Sure does. Anyway. I have to win now. Yes. I have the actual Renown Argyle on. Now I must win. For the honor. Anyway. Chocolate always helps you. Well, I'm trying not to be as round as my tires, which I surely would be if I comfort ate chocolate for every little transgression of life. I mean, I'm so ready for 2019 to be over, because just practically every imaginable crappy thing that could happen to somebody has happened this year. Sometimes twice. So... and even normal days are sort of a death of 1,000 cuts, and then major things go wrong on top of that. It's better to be happy or thin. Well, I don't know. I'm neither. No joke, these socks actually feel better on the pedals. They're nice and fuzzy and cushy on the inside, but slick on the outside. They go well on the pedals. No joke, I should have been wearing these the whole time. Well, you know, I'm not going to improve my position, so might as well talk. Yeah, this isn't even fun anymore. So I'll run my 3 laps, and then just do commentary, because this is going to suck. Just like at the Nordschleife, where I was like, this isn't fun, I'm not going to do it anymore. This already isn't fun, and the race hasn't started yet. Yeah. Well, not only no ABS, but the crazy power curve in these things. If you dare to touch the throttle too hard, around you go, and there's really nothing you can do about it. It goes from, oh, I can handle this, to, I'm looking the wrong way. Basically going to do enough laps to cover the rage quitters. And then I'm going to nope out myself. Can't even keep up with myself now. Yeah. Overtake by being there. Let's get Jim and Claire in on the action.
Radio check.
Spotter, radio check.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm just not excited about this. Let's see. Time's in the 124s, and I'm at 131. So, yeah. Looks like Sun Sierra Lara has already rage quitted, as has Fernando Avila, so I'll be ahead of those two. That's interesting. And I'll beat SRS TV. I might become SRS TV. Oh, I just clicked onto Sean instead of turning the page. Well, Sean's back here with me. That's surprising. He's 4 seconds ahead. Well, I mean, I'm just no good with it. And I thought I'd give it a shot just to see how I measure up against, like, the rest of the SRS crowd. No. Just no.
60 minutes. P20.
So I'm going to give you guys a treat and do some commentary for your race because I don't think I'm going to last. Oh, and there is a mandatory pit stop. So I guess I'll do that when I park it. I guess if I park in my pit stall, it'll count it. All I got to do is finish the stop. Yeah. There were what, 6 chassis built, something like that. So let me make sure the broadcast interface won't load until
Okay,
people
Pasha,
start setting
here we
times.
go.
I am dead last. Let's just kind of do a nice, easy takeoff and watch everybody drive into the distance. Turn 1 is going to be a nightmare, isn't it?
Go, go, go.
They're already crashing. No, that was just tire smoke.
Yellow flag.
Shocking.
Clear left.
Oh, Caden and James, no! That's just wrong, man. Yeah, this is gonna be bad. This is gonna be bad. This is gonna be bad.
Right side. Clear right. On your right. Clear right.
One of the hardest things about this car is getting going again once you're stopped because
Well done, Pasha. Good start.
it just spins uncontrollably. Oopsie daisy. And I'm about to demonstrate that here, I think.
On your right. Clear right.
There's really no point in fighting people for position if I'm not going to finish, but oh well.
Seeing right locking into turn 3.
Go ahead, take the over
On your
under.
left.
Oh,
Clear
what
left.
are you doing?
Car right. Clear right.
Yellow flag. Keep your wits about you, mate.
He's just driving into the dirt.
Right side. Clear right.
These guys forget that it's an hour-long race.
Car right. Clear right.
Okay, Pasha. Don't think about the lap times. Just hit each and every apex. P19.
I'm surprised there aren't more custom liveries out here because, like, this is one of the easiest templates I've ever seen to paint. Everything is on one file. I mean, I didn't get mine done, but I only had like half an hour.
Yellow flag.
Yeah.
Caution.
Lots of flat surfaces. Although there are many flat surfaces, you do have to kind of hunt stuff down a little bit. But still, I mean, it's not like the... I mean, I even found the Daytona prototype harder than this one.
The gap in front has increased. It's now about 1.3.
Surprised nobody else is rage quitting yet.
Yellow flag, watch out.
Oopsie. That's not where the track goes. Oh, that's going to end in tears up ahead.
You're locking your right front into turn 8. The guy behind's catching. The gap's
Well, of
now
course he is.
3.3 seconds.
He's good.
Yellow flag. Cold tyres all round. You're locking your right front going into turn 2. You're locking your right front into turn 3.
I thought these corners had names.
Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate.
Hey, there we go. Least pathetic time ever! Yay!
Hit all your apexes. Wait for the chances to come, mate. That lap was a 1:30.18. Good lap. That's your quickest so far.
Daniel, if you're watching the stream, I will let you by when you get to me. Oh no, which might be here.
Yellow flag. Watch out.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, God. I was trying to catch up to these guys and... Uh-oh.
There's an incident in turn 6.
That was Kirilov, too. I'm going to let Daniel go.
Left side, clear left.
Yeah, only because they were fighting, but I'll take it.
P19. Yellow flag. Caution.
Well, you know, somehow or other I've managed to not be quite as pathetic as I was earlier. It's given me some hope. I might not be dead last. Let's keep going.
You're locking your right front going into turn 2. The gap in front has increased to 1.3 seconds.
I do enjoy playing with my age pattern, I must admit. I say, missing a shift. Oh well. I should have spent more time watching other people in qualifying. Learning what they're doing. Man, what is going on up here? There could be chances here. Yeah. Well, this is a fixed setup race, which is a great idea, honestly. With a car this difficult
Yellow flag.
that normally has so many setup changes to
Okay,
it.
Pasha. The next car is silver.
It would be easy for people who know what they're doing to just scamper. I mean, they're already going to scamper away. Agnoski's about to lap people.
The guy behind's reeling you in. The gap's now 5.2 seconds. That lap time was 1:30.62. Pit window opens in 2 minutes. Yellow flag, caution.
I think people are settling into this being an hour-long race finally.
Pit window open in 1 minute. Yellow flag, watch out.
Nah, I'm still gonna be
You've
last.
just done a 1:30.51.
I haven't hit anything yet, though. If I can keep it clean, that would be great. Oops, that's neutral. Helps to put it in a gear.
Seeing right front locking into turn 2. Alright, patch up. Pit window open.
Engine braking helps. Maybe I should try harder to do that. Nope.
You're locking your right front going into turn 3. Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate.
I'm locking my sphincter every time I try to go through a corner. Oh, 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 oh.
Right side, clear right.
Well done. Eyes front now. The gap in front is increasing. It's now 4.8.
Car left.
There's
Clear
no
left,
sense
left
fighting
side.
these guys.
Clear left.
I am slower
Yellow
than
flag,
them.
watch out. 20th place.
Andre, what are you doing, Andre? No. Be interesting to survey people afterwards as to whether they were using H-pattern or paddles. People probably don't even remember that these were H-pattern cars.
Yellow flag, caution.
No, 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 just don't hit the wall, that's all I ask.
Seeing right front locking into turn 8.
Oh, burned up the transmission. I don't know, I like the immersion factor of driving the car as it was, even if it makes it harder.
You're locking your right front into turn 2. Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate.
And to me, like, the idea that something this fast could be an H-pattern car is just, I don't know, it amuses me.
Incident in turn 4.
Ow, come on.
Yellow flag. P19.
Oh, slow down, thing.
We're seeing right front locking into turn 1.
Distracted by my cat crawling down out of his cat tree. Thought it was somebody walking up beside me. No, 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 no! Damn it! Well, there goes the clean race. What was I, quarter throttle?
We're seeing front locking going into turn 3. We're seeing a bit of wear all round. The gap in front is increasing. It's now 15 seconds.
No! Alright, that's it. I'm about to be dead last again.
Pay attention to track limits, please, Pasha.
Oh, shut up, Jim.
The gap behind has now decreased to
And the
18
leaders are here.
seconds. He's faster than you through turn 2.
And the leaders are here.
We've been warned about track
Oh,
limits.
shut up.
You're locking your front right.
Well, that's the race. I'm tired of it already. No! God damn! Alright.
Keep it within the track limits. Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate. Blue flag.
Yep, this is over for me. Besides, I'd rather go watch this lead battle than try to fight this car around the track for another 45 minutes.
Car left.
Watch your speed limit in the pits.
Do my pit stop,
Clear
make
left.
the race count,
Expect
and then
traffic on
be
exit.
last.
When we exit the pits, we'll be in P20, right in front of P13.
Here's my pit stop. Pull forward. Boink. And that's that. Let's go watch some other people do this right. Who we got here? That's the top three. Lavely in third, Ognoski in second in the white car. Juan Reynoso leading the race. Yeah, at least a lap down. Let's see if we can get a camera that's worth a darn. Here we go. Juan going into... where is this? This is the hairpin, is that right? Yep. So Ognoski finding himself in second place. This seems to be the battle on the track right now. Bradford also pitting. Probably a scheduled stop, not like me. We do require a pit stop in this race, but we don't have to do anything in it. Besides, take a liter of fuel and get the heck back out of there. Ognoski looking feisty back there as they all go over the curbs. Into the final corner. Eschenko with his fastest lap of the race at 1:27.7. Much better than me. Bradford is out of the pits. Let's see if we can get a better camera. That's static. Oh, TV3. Let's see what TV3 looks like. It's a pretty good view. Grass all over the edges of the track. Naglevsky with a 130. Saucier 128. He's catching. John Crane catching Don Debian for 11th. We'll peek at this battle for a second. Looks good. 128.5 for Will Dawson. And a wiggle from Reynoso. Let's go inside Ognoski's car. Oh, he's going to second for this. I didn't. But he's also going 4 seconds a lap faster, so, you know, take notes. Oh, John Crane! What's happened to John Crane? Turn 1 mishap most likely. Kirilov and De Silva, or Fernando Silva. God, I know it starts with an F, but I can never remember it correctly. F for me. Crane back to 15th. Go back to the battle for the lead. Ooh, Lavely directly behind Ognoski now. .39 minutes to go in the race. Hard on the brakes for T1. Through there nice and smooth. Well, they take it in a sec. Oh no! What's happened to Reynoso? He's gone wide. Ognoski's through for the lead. Not sure what happened there. Reynoso just went way wide in turn 1 after he seemed to have made the corner. But through he goes. And Ognoski is taking the lead and is driving away. Let's see, Sean Sebring from the back of the pack already in 9th place. Coming up on the back of Bernardo Gil. Let's go inside Sean's car. Although this is probably what he's showing on his stream as well. Is he streaming? I didn't check. John Crane falling to 15th with a 141 after that mishap. Can't tell whether he's smooth with an H pattern or if he's actually cheating with a sequential, but either way. Lavely back up close to the rear bumper of, well, these things don't really have bumpers, but going wide here as well. And through the final Red Bull corner. Falling off the back of the lead pair, Reynoso catching up to Ognoski, but only just. Into T1. Ooh, a big wiggle. And he loses ground. Ognoski pulls away. Ooh, John Crane catching. Oh! But off into the sand. Was catching Silva. Looks like he misjudged the turn. And off he goes, falling back into 16th. The top three spreading out a little bit as they come down to the hairpin at Rauch. Apparently this is called Rauch corner. but not Roush. He builds cars. Sean Sebring has fallen off the back of Gill, and Will Dawson is hot on his heels. That hairpin is fiendish. It'll be interesting to see when people start diving in for pit stops. Whether they'll use traffic as an excuse, or just drive until they can't anymore, jump in for a lap of fuel, and finish the race. I think most people will have fueled for the race. Only need about 80 or 90 liters. Probably closer to 90 at the pace these guys are going. This battle is spread out a bit. Let's go back to the front. Oops, not what I wanted to do. There we go. Reynoso, oh, with a big slide. Coming out of the hairpin. Ognoski making his escape. Saucier into the pits. Ooh, and a very nice custom number 5 Thrustmaster livery. SRS on the wing. Pac-Man's on the back. Oh, is that an LG logo turning into Pac-Man? That's cool. Out of the pits. Look, maybe he took tires, maybe repaired some damage, but either way, out he goes. Back to the action up front. Lovely catching Reynoso, but Ognoski making his escape in the lead of the race. Reynoso's tires, yeah, probably. He will have roasted them a little with those slides in any case. Might as well turn the camera off. You don't need to watch me do commentary, I suppose. Bye for now. I disappeared. Oh no. Where did I go? Ognoski with his fastest lap of the race, 127.2. That'll help. Sean has caught Gill again. See what he can do with this. Battle has been kind of oscillating back and forth with Sean either pursuing Bernardo Gill or being pursued by Will Dawson. Coming down to Red Bull corner. Ooh, eating some curb there, but keeping it together. James Leader recovering from an early mishap, all the way back up to 6th place. Let's go inside Sean's car. Oops, inside Sean's car. There we go. Down at the straight, has a little bit of a slipstream. They go side by side towards the hairpin. This could end in tears. Who's going to brake first? And will Sean brake early enough? Doesn't give up the place. Ooh, they get close, but Sean keeps off him. A little bit of a wiggle under acceleration, and Will Dawson is right there to capitalize. Oh, John Crane losing a position again to Chris out of the pits. We'll come back to this battle. Sean in a bit of a pinch here. He needs to make this pass on Gill. He needs to defend against Will Dawson. Near enough to half a second separating these three from each other. I wonder how many laps down I am now. I forget. It ain't worth it. Ooh, Will going wide. And Gill going wide. Sean should be able to get him here. He's got the run coming out of the corner. He'll be scored ahead at the line, but can he make T1? He does for now. Gill with the over-under, but doesn't make it work, and Will Dawson may sneak through with the opportunistic move around the outside. Into 8th. They go side by side down the straight, coming towards turn, whatever this is, 3-ish. Remus curve. Dawson goes wide. Sean defends to the inside. Will Dawson holds the place, but Bernardo Gill coming back on the inside, coming up to turn 4. Is this 4 or 3? Meh, I don't know. Rauch. Row. Row, row. Who let the dogs drive? Row, row. Anyway, I'll never do that again, I promise. Gill down to 9th from 7th. Sean Sebring and Will Dawson both making it through in this lap. Gill now half a second behind the yellow and black asymmetric number 56. Is it 56? It's usually 56, and it is. Oh, look at that. You can actually see the suspension working in the back of the car. I had not noticed that before. I had no idea those were actually suspension bits sticking up. That is wild. Huh. Alright. Uh-oh. Jay Gabriel off the track. Throwing up some mud. Denis Sashenko makes it through for 17th. Oh, and he falls victim to the same thing I did. He looked at the throttle funny, and around it went again. Gill into the pits. Interesting that he didn't... Well, I guess once he fell to the back of that battle, he might as well jump into the pits and do his mandatory stop. Caden Russell off the track. Gathers it back up. Longano and Crane through, however. Shenko with a 128. Yeah, I still wouldn't be catching anybody at this point. Top 3 across the line together again. Reynoso has caught up somewhat to Ognoski. The simulated roar of a bunch of rotaries driving through. Oh, who is this in front of the leader? Lap traffic could play a part in this. That's Denis Ashenko fighting to stay on the lead lap. Let's see if he lets the leaders through or if he makes this a pointless war. Ooh, nope, he stays to the outside.
Okay, Pasha, halfway home. Fuel looks good.
And spins himself for his trouble. That's a shame. He's just trying to be nice. I'm going to give Jim and Claire the night off because, yeah, I'm not actually driving. Thanks, guys. You won't need to spot for me. I'm in the pits. Okay, and Russell off the track. Uh-oh. Ashenko still off. Ashenko has rage quitted. Ashenko has rage quitted. Jay Gabriel also off the track. Gee, should I jump in the car? Dawson catching up to Sean Sebring in the melee. How many laps would I have to run to catch Ashenko? Probably too many. Oh, and Sean Sebring gets loose. Can't get through the hairpin. Dawson catches him, but not quickly enough. Daniel Bradford off again. His tires will be roasted after the previous spin. Kills his entry speed onto the main straight. John Crane in the pits. Getting pretty spicy out there. Reynoso within half a second for the lead, so as this battle seems to be calming down, we'll jump to the front of the field. Oop, wait a minute. Sean goes wide. Oh, Sean Sebring goes wide. Dawson to the inside takes the place. Debian was pitting, is pitting. Kirilov briefly passed him, and now passes him for reals. Sean Sebring wide through T1, but gets the run on Dawson. Somebody's slow behind them, but I'm not going to break away from this to look. Dawson defending to the inside. Sebring going for the over-under. Doesn't quite make it happen. Bernardo Gil with a 128.2. That's his best lap of the race. Silva catching Chris Saucier. Is it Saucier? Are they brake ducts? It looks like they're suspension pieces because they're moving with the wheels, but brake ducts make sense too, because why else would they stick up like that? Whoop. And Debian has put it off in T1. Caden Russell gets through. Laverly pits from third. Lucas Kessler takes the last podium position for now. Not sure if he's pitted yet. We'll go back to the battle between Will and Sean, which is now stretching out. Neglevsky into the pits, not neglecting his mandatory pit stop. Oh no. Lovely coming out of the pits. We'll lose another place, I guess, to Kirilov? Nope, he's still back here. So Sean makes it through. So Lovely comes out into 7th place, just behind this battle for 5th between Will Dawson and Sean Sebring. So Sean finding himself again in a 3-car sandwich. Gil with a 127.8, his best lap of the race again. Defending to the inside from Lavalley. Kessler pits out of 3rd. He's got a 27-second pad to James Leader, who's just coming down the hill to the final corner now. Kessler still in the pits, a bit cattywampus. Lavalley takes the place from Sebring. Haven't noticed if these two have pitted yet. They stay out another lap, though. Jake Gabriel off again. Oh, my goodness. Disappointments. People having a rough time of it out there. Dawson defending into T1 from Lavalley, and they make it through. Lavalley peeks to the inside on the exit. Gets the overlap coming down the straight. He'll have the inside into this nasty, nasty first gear corner. Dawson lets it go. Lavalley goes through. Dawson with the over-under, though. Gets a run out of the corner. Can't quite make it happen there. He'll duck into the slipstream. Only 2/10 back as the hard braking for Rauch corner. Sebring staying with them. Kirilov up to 8th after hanging in the back with me for a while. Slumming it. He's found himself in a good position. Not sure if he's pitted yet. I think he has. That lead battle is closed up. I haven't noticed Ognoski or Reynoso pitting yet. They're now just now making it down to Rauch. G. Gabriel in the pits, perhaps getting repairs, and Russell is off. Caden Russell off in Rauch, just behind the leaders. Don Debian makes it through. Really can't get going from one of those spins without it being at risk of spinning again. Ognoski holding it together. Kirilov is off. Uh-oh. At turn 1. Looks like he overcooked it through turn 1. Saucier makes it through. Silva coming up behind. Fernando Silva. Reynoso with a 127. His best lap of the race closes to almost within half a second. Go inside the car. Right down to first gear for this turn. Remus. A wiggle coming out. Blum, 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 all the way down to first for this corner as well. Look at that line, much smoother than mine. No surprise. Ooh, still wiggling. Lively with a 126.5, fastest lap of the race. From 4th, he is trying to catch James Leader. John Crane off again. Oh dear. And that's not Gabriel passing him, that's somebody already on a different lap. With this 40-second gap, it looks like Ognoski and Reynoso have probably not pitted yet. Gill across with a 129 flat. We'll go back to the battle for the lead. They just crossed the line. 127.2 and a 127.0 for Reynoso. Is that? No, we just saw 126. So that is their fastest laps of the race, but not fastest overall. This battle is heating up, and it's for the lead, so I'll stick with it here. Hard on the brakes again for Remus, and then down this shorter straight. Kessler catching up to Sean Sebring. They're going through the S's, coming down to the final complex. James Leader, 128.7, not keeping up with the leaders, but still hanging tough on the podium for now. Ooh! Both tight through the corner. Lovely with another fast lap of the race, 126.1. James Leader will not be holding the podium for long. Will Dawson with a 128.4. Looks like Sean let Kessler through with a second advantage that lap. Sean is playing the long game here. Rather protect 7th than get in a fight. Kirilov finally pits. Let's show off his livery while he's here. Nice Russian red, white, blue. Big old Mazda logo on it. Very cool. Still got the default wheels, however. He's already exiting the pits. Reynoso still in touch with Ognoski. Don Debian setting his best lap, 128.6, and passing Kirilov as he exits the pits. Debian up to 11th. Neglevsky with a 127.6, very strong time. That's leader pace right there. Logano and Bradford. More like 130. Under 20 minutes to go now. Bradford within a second of Logano. As they come up this long curving section, which is like the longest flat out section of the track, even though it's turning. Through Remus and down the short chute. Sebring into the pits for what I would guess is his scheduled stop. Silva will take 8th from him at this point. A couple of other cars in the pits. I'm back here. I guess that's Jay Gabriel right in front of me. And SRS TV all the way in the back. Ronaldo Gill gets back around Sebring. Reynoso into the pits from 2nd. That gives Ognoski clear track. We'll see how long Reynoso stays stuck in the pits. He has the lead spot, or the next to lead spot. He's down and away. Perhaps taking new tires? I don't know. Bradford still trying to keep up with Logano. Looks like that gap is widening. Oh, we'll go up to 5th and 6th. Will Dawson being pursued by Lucas Kessler. Hard on the brakes into Rindt. The next to last corner before Red Bull corner. Oh, big wiggle there from Kessler. Staying in the slipstream down the front straight. See where they break. Pretty much at the cone, down to 2nd, and through Dawson slightly slower. Kessler with a run. Side by side again, down the long stretch. Kessler already has the place in timing. We'll see what happens. He has the better line. Can Dawson pull off the over-under here? Couldn't do it the last time, and just not close enough this time either. That gap already out to 0.8. Ognoski has held the lead. Will he dive into the pits? No, he already hasn't. He's already through turn 1. 127.1 for Kirilov. He's catching. Some fast times in the middle of the field here. Ognoski held up behind Bernardo Gil, who wiggles in his face. That won't be very welcome. Ognoski starting to wonder if blue flags mean anything in this place. Oh, hard on the brakes. Has the inside line. Let's see if he can make it through cleanly. Yes. Gil goes off. So again, getting into fights with lapped cars. And lapped car goes off. 16.5 minutes to go now. I wonder if I could get that position for Mashenko. It's tempting. It is tempting. If I could limp around here for 15 minutes, that'd be what? 10 laps at my pace? I could probably make it. What do you think? Commentary? Or gain a place? And possibly hold up the leaders in a pointless battle? Ognoski into the pits for his mandatory stop. He has 25 seconds before Reynoso catches him. We'll see what happens. I would expect, as good as his pace was, that he'll just be diving in for the liter of fuel and back out again. We shall see. There's a stop. It's more than a liter of fuel. It's a lot more than 1 liter of fuel. Where is Reynoso? He's finally going again, but Reynoso is coming down the front straight. He will most likely take the place here. 126.4, his best lap of the race. Ognoski just out in front of him. Oh, this is going to be good. Unbelievably, I think he timed that just right. Reynoso has the run, though, coming up to, what is this, Remus corner. Ognoski defends with an aggressive line to the inside. Holds the place. Well then, that's something. We've got a race now. Leader into the pits, Kessler with a 126. And Dawson with a 129. Ooh, Reynoso right under the spoiler of Ognoski's car. He will get through on the inside. Ognoski not giving up. Oh, Reynoso, big slide coming into Pirelli corner. Past the giant bronze bull statue. It's right over there. Coming up on lap traffic, this is Naglevsky in 14th place. Reynoso has the lead. Ognoski just behind. Saucier into the pits. Leader and Silva take the places. 127.8 for Caden Russell. His best lap of the race in 13th. Naglevsky struggling for grip in front of the leaders. He'll be hearing those blue flag warnings. Both of the leaders eating the sausage curb on the outside of T1. All the traffic is going to play a part here. Reynoso held up briefly. Ognoski, though, not able to catch up. The flashy of the lights. Oh, Naglevsky takes to the grass to honor the blue flag. Almost loses the car. Ognoski has to make it through here. But he doesn't, and now there's a car between the leaders. Will Dawson takes his pit stop with 13 minutes and 15 seconds to go. Leader takes his place on his outlap. Ognoski makes it through. Bradford off again. Ooh, that looks... yeah. And he has waved it off. I don't blame him. With only 13 minutes to go. Oh, and Sean Sebring has made the move on Bernardo Gil to take 9th place. Reynoso with his best lap of the race, a 126.2 to hold on to the lead. Ognoski now down a second and a half, almost 2 seconds now. Closest battle on track, still Sebring and Gil. So we'll stick with that for now. In nearly identical renown liveries. Ooh! Sebring with a big wiggle. Coming out of the hairpin. Gil right on his tail again. This is the battle for 9th. Let's go inside Gill's car. Ooh. Can't tell if that was a wiggle or just lag. It looked very jumpy. Struggling to make that corner. Silva in the pit. Oh, and Gill making the same mistake I did. Saves the car from the wall, though. Silva into the pits. He will lose 7th. He'll lose 8th. Gill passes him for 9th. So Sean Sebring from the back of the pack now up to 8th. Russell coming in. Can't tell if this is for his mandatory stop. Waiting a few beats. And then back out again? Perhaps? Oh, Gill is now 3 seconds back. He's had some kind of bobble. Russell still in the pits. Where is Logano? He is coming down the front straight, so Caden Russell will lose this place and another as John Crane goes through. Russell now back out. Crane with a 1:27.8, his best lap of the race. Intervals starting to stretch now just a little bit towards the end. We've got 10.5 minutes to go. And we've got full seconds between each car now. John Crane catching Logano. Oh. Saucier, does he have a bobble? Maybe. He was off. 1:26.6 for James Leader. That's leader pace. No matter how you spell it. And Logano losing 14th to John Crane, who goes through at the hairpin. Got rather sudden action all over the track. We had all the intervals were starting to spread out. I had to jinx it. All the battles are spreading out, and then all of a sudden, positions flip-flopping everywhere. Agnoski with his best lap of the race at 1:26.9. Nobody's talking, so whoop. There we go. Speak, and you shall be seen again. Let's see. Logano now 2 seconds back from Crane, who puts in a 1:29.0. Their battle slowed them down. Kessler down to a 1:27.6. His pace has quieted a bit. Logano's slow-ish. Oops, clicked off them. What's happened to him? Car seems to be tracking straight. Must have just had some kind of bobble. Lost a ton of time there, though. We'll go up to 9th here. Bernardo Gil finds himself in a battle again. Chris Saucier and Andrei Kirilov. Leaders cross the line with a 1:26.9 and 1:27.2, so the interval from Reynoso to Agnoski widening again to 2.6 seconds. Oh, and Gill with a big wiggle. Coming out of the hairpin, but Kirilov not quite close enough to make a move on him. Oh, and Logano has lost 15th to Caden Russell, who has caught him. Logano looks to be heading into the pits with just under 8 minutes remaining. Can't tell if perhaps he missed his planned pit stop and had to fuel save for the last lap. Kirilov has... Oh! Saucier off. Loses 2 places with Gil and Kirilov right behind him. Kirilov, ooh, big wiggle under acceleration through the S's. Saucier might get 9th place right back here, but can't quite come close enough. He'll tuck in behind. Go through the final 2 corners. Kirilov with a better exit onto the front straight widens the gap again. 128s all around, except for Saucier with a 131. His off cost him 3 seconds. The leader's right behind these three. Ognoski with his best lap of the race, 126.6. But still doesn't subtract any time, a 126.9 from Silva, who is catching Don Debian for 11th place in the race. Longano has thrown in the towel with 6.5 minutes to go. Can't blame you there. I did it 20 minutes ago. That's why I'm doing this commentary. Kirilov, 6/10 back from Gill. Jay Gabriel has disconnected, having sat in the pits for much of the race, perhaps spectating himself. Silva quickly catching Debian now, looking to the inside. Debian pulls to the outside, gives him the place. Silva through to 11th. Back to Kirilov pursuing Gill. Under half a second now. Meanwhile, the gap at the lead of the pack out to 2.5 seconds. Reynoso seems to be pulling away with this one. And then big gaps between third and fourth. So those do not seem to be hotly contested. This is the battle of the race right now. Andrei Kirilov trying to catch Bernardo Gill up into T1. Both being very conservative now, trying not to lose the car. Caden Russell has disconnected. He will take home 15th place. Kirilov with a big move, showing the nose here up into Remus, but doesn't go for it. Now with the over-under, perhaps not quite, but tucks in for the slipstream. This is going to be a fight for the end of the race. That's for 8th, so not insignificant for position. Lively still showing good pace with a 127.6. But this is the closest interval on track. Ooh. Each trying different lines. Gill slightly defensive. Kirilov peeking this way and that, trying to show the nose and intimidate. Let Bernardo know, yes, I am still here. Gill goes slightly wider and tucks in for Red Bull Mobile Corner. Onto the front straight. Good exit. Kirilov into the grass. Loses some time there. That'll stretch him out to probably half a second by the time they get back to T1, but Gill breaks early. Kirilov right up, back up to the back bumper, and then loses the car. And ooh, Saucier barely avoids him. Goes through into 9th. Kirilov, after catching slowly and patiently, he got a little bit too excited by the prospect of making that pass through T1. Lost the rear end of the car. These things are so twitchy and so treacherous. You upset them at all and they go around. So it's like, oh, I can finally make a move that I'm not used to making. Oh, never mind. Off I go. Well, that's a shame. Looked like he was going to have that pass made in pretty short order, but chose the wrong place to do it, I guess. Ambition exceeded the grip of the tires. James Leader sets the fastest lap of the race from 5th place, a 125.9. Hello, out of nowhere. James Leader, that's by 3/10. Sets the fastest lap. Well done. $126.7 for Reynoso. So, oh no, and Silva trying to catch Kirilov for the last place in the top 10. Big wiggle coming out of the final corner. Loses the ground and stretches that gap back out to 1.2 seconds. Don Debian not giving up behind them. just under a 127 from Lavalley. He has relaxed into the podium position. He has well earned. Reynoso and Agnoski still only 2.5 seconds apart after 58 minutes. We'll see if Agnoski has anything to bring to the table. Reynoso and Agnoski have another car between them. It is Bernardo Gil. So Agnoski will need to get through here. A 1:23 on the clock. This will be the white flag for Juan Reynoso. Agnoski finally making the move to get... Oh, not quite. Lap traffic not giving it up for the second place car. He won't be happy about that. Finally makes it through, but loses another half a second for his trouble. Bad form from Gil, not letting the leaders through. Saucier gonna catch him here. Don Debian also catching Silva. We still have a couple of battles going here at the end of the race in the midfield. Go to Saucier first. Through Rauch. Meanwhile, Reynoso through the S's. Now 3 seconds ahead of second place Agnoski. Looks like, unless there's a mishap with this lapped car, who is it? It is Sean Sebring. Surely Sean will pull aside for the leaders. Time has expired. The checkered flag will be waving for Juan Reynoso to take the win in the opening race of the ProSimRacing Mazda 787 Series. Reynoso is through. Agnoski for second. We'll go back to this battle between Kirilov and Saucier. Looks like Chris will hold on for ninth. Kirilov rounding out the top 10. Lavalley still coming down through Rindt. James Leader within a second of Kessler. He could still make it. Kirilov is just disconnected. I'm not going to give up on this race until everybody's done. That's the kind of guy I am. I ain't no quitter, except that I quit the race. We'll see. Kessler and Leader still continuing their battle. Up to the checkered flag. Kessler just needs to hold it together here. But Leader to within half a second. Now 3/10. Oh, but a wiggle through the final corner. Kessler gets the run and makes it stick, holding on to fourth. Leader rounds out the top 5, having set the fast lap of the race. Well done, everybody. Look at that. Are we going to get some donuts? We're going to get some donuts from Kessler. Just don't hit a wall and get an incident point you don't need. There you go. Well, a fitting end to a pretty good race. Oh, Sebring's still out there. Sean Sebring trying to chase down Will Dawson. There it is, Dawson for 6. Sebring from the back of the pack takes 7th. Well done, everybody. All right, well, that's going to be it for me as well. I wonder who it's waiting for to cross the line. Is it me? I mean... Nope, it wasn't me. Because I've now crossed the start-finish. And now I get 3 pit stops. Well, it's waiting for somebody. It's not me. I'm going to quit. Anyway, that's the race. We'll stick around and take a look at the results. I'll pop back on screen now that we're not doing the commentary thingies. Hi, everybody. I stunk. That's why I did commentary instead of driving. Look for the official results. Split 2, I would expect, is still racing. I did click on this, right? Come on now. There we go. Yeah, no results yet. So, you know, I, predictably, with zero practice in a difficult car, stank out loud. So, you know, let that be a cautionary tale to everybody else on YouTube. If you're going to drive a really difficult car, you should practice more than 10 minutes instead of working on a livery that you're not going to finish anyway. Oh well. Split 2 is not done yet. Neither is Split 1. I sure did. So you can go back and listen to about 40 minutes of commentary because I just pulled into the pits and gave the hell up. I was dead last and not catching anybody. So, you know, whatever. Not worth continuing. I did set a PB. I got down into the 130s, I think. But that's still 4 seconds off the leader's pace per lap. And the leaders... I lost the car, hit the barrier, so I don't even get a clean race. And that put me in the clutches of the leaders. And I was like, I could spend the next 40 minutes fighting blue flags, or I could say, F that, and go do something fun. So that's what I did. Yeah, we had some, watched some good battles there on track. And had I been out there, I just would have been in the way. So there you go. Split 2 is not finished yet, but here we go with the results for Split 1. Juan Reynoso takes the win. 0 incidents. Ognoski likewise clean. So the top 2 enjoying maximum points. Lavally with 2 incidents takes home 89, which ties him with Kessler, who had only 1. James, leader, 4 incident points. A rough race, but takes home the end of the top 5. Well done. Will Dawson and Sean Sebring bringing home the hardware for ProSimRacing in 6th and 7th. Bernardo Gill comes home 8th. Sean gained like 10 places, right? Oh, switch. I was wondering who would actually bother to switch tires versus just throwing in the liter of fuel and getting out. Let's see. Kirilov takes home the end of the top 10. Silva in 11th. Silva and Debian with clean races. Well done. Well done. Sean Sebring with a clean race. Bernard Gill with a clean race. Good stuff. Crane had it rough there. Caden Russell 9. Ooh. Saw him give it up right at the end there. I'm not dead last. 3 people did not start the race. And I just had the 1 incident with my boneheaded move into the wall. Oh, I was 9 laps down from Mashenko, so, yeah, not worth it. Yeah, so that's that, I guess. Oof, 6 incidents on top of all that. Insult to injury, 49 points for Mashenko. Oh, Denis Mashenko, he's from SRO. We just saw him take home a podium on Saturday in the finale of the GT1 series. I knew that name from somewhere. Welcome, Dennis. I think he was in the Honey Jar Group C races that SRO did last year as well. That was just the name of the series. I don't know why. There's clearly a story behind it. I just don't know it. Let's see. Yeah. The Riders of the Struggle bus back here. Lasted longer than I did, though, so I can't talk but so much. Looks like 7 cars finished on the lead lap, with Sean being the last of those with a 127.0. That's a good time. But still, James leader 125.9. Where did that come from? That was amazing. Just out of nowhere, like, no, I'll set the fast lap of the race. Over 0.3 faster than the winner. Anyway, so that's that. I was wondering before this started whether it was going to be worth it for me to join this session. And then I thought, well, you know, my livery's only half done. And I haven't practiced the car, but what the heck? I can do commentary if it sucks. Well, it sucked, so I did commentary, and that was good. So there you go. If you were in the race and would like to go back and watch all that with my silly voice making comments about it, then feel free to rewind and do all that. But, yeah. Fresh soft tires, 20 liters of fuel, and a target acquired. Well done. Well done. That was a good time. All right. Well, congrats to the people who were better than me, which was everybody. We'll see if there are split 2 results as well. Are there split 2 results? Where did this thing go? There we go. No, split 2, I guess, still running. Yikes. Okay, well. There you go. I'm pretty sure there was a split 2. Maybe they just all noped out. That'd be weird. But anyway. Yeah, that's that. I'm done with this. So anyway, congrats to everybody. Tomorrow night, GT2, which I'm just stubbornly going to call GTLM America. We're going to be at... what? Are you kidding me? My rating went up? How did my rating go up? Okay, sure. We're at Road America. Where else would the American series go but Road America? Watkins Glen, Spa, Nordschleife, Donington, Laguna. You know what? If you're going to run a GTLM America series, just do the IMSA schedule. Why do you have to throw Nordschleife in there? Why? Every time. Every time. Anyway. It's cool. I'm fine. Why Nordschleife every time? Okay. It's fine. Anyway. Yep. So I'll be in the C7R tomorrow night at Road America. Should be good. Should be good. Oh, and they're doing it 2 nights again. They're doing it Friday and Saturday nights. So that's cool. Also an hour-long race. We'll see if I can survive. You know, I don't... Now I'm wondering if I'm going to... Well, Road America's fun. That's the thing. Like, all these other tracks are... Well, most of the other tracks. I also stink out light at Laguna. So I won't be in the hunt for the championship in that one because I'm just going to nope out of Nordschleife and I'm probably going to nope out of Laguna. To be perfectly honest. But we'll have some fun one-off races. The first 3 there, Road America, Watkins Glen, and Spa. Those will be good. Donington, probably. The other 2, pass. Anyway, hope the people who bothered to stick around for this enjoyed it. Commentary is always good. I know SRS TV was there, but it's just a camera following cars around. So, always good to get a little TV-style commentary in. So if you're in the race, enjoy. Even if you weren't in the race and just watched, I hope you enjoyed it too. And that's about it for me. I'm going to go, I don't know, lick my wounds. And think about never driving this car again. Or at least trying to learn it a little better before I drive it again. So that's that. Thanks everybody for watching. This has been Mazda 787B at Red Bull Ring. Thanks for coming out. We'll see you tomorrow for GTLM action. Good night.